right now. Fraggy, meanwhile, D-Mex Meko, EQO taken down by Mano here. Fraggy out already, so New York Excelsior finding some success early on in this attack. There's a D-Mech onto Poco, and Savior will be cleaning up in the back lines. This might be a very fast point day for NYXL.
Yeah. See the reflection there on the bio grenade too, and New York, that was a beautiful execution. We keep praising them for how well they set up and then execute these plays. That time it was both DPS on the far side, tanks on the low ground, and what they did was the tanks reacted to this right now though, so they're trying to push away Arc and Libero.
Yeah.
They may not be able to do this. Jonak is dead, so the New York Excel lacks some healing, but they're still getting the kills.
Well, the Fraggy Primal Rage is going to be about all that stands between NYXL and 2 points here, trying to delay as long as he can, trying to get those respawns back, but NYXL handling those respawns pretty well so far. Dayfly showed up, immediately died. Now Sabilby has Fraggy trapped. Oh, taken out by EQO though. 2 ticks already for New York. A good push regardless of how this one ends, and they keep grinding it out.
Yeah, they may have to back off with this Transcendence, so Meko is going to get de-suited.
Yeah, I think so. Gonna be in trouble here. Gets the health back, but can he fight Carpe? That's a tough one. Not Carpe and EQO. EQO. I keep wanting to say EQO.
It's natural.
I blame that Dolphin game on Sega way back when.
It's always the close to their ult charge right now.
Frankie deep, he has to bounce out. They're gonna use the sound barrier now. Libero. Booped back by Neptuno, still getting in there for the kill on the Dayfly. Gotta watch out for that Lucio though. Now he's got the health again, and Neptuno has none. New York nearly has this already. Philadelphia just trying to delay as long as they can, but even sending people one at a time on the card is not enough. The payload rather, and New York takes slots just yet, but it's getting more and more in Philly's favor here.
Yeah, it is. Libero finally makes it back to the point, but still 4 versus 5, and Arc will fall to Carpe.
Good stick from Carpe on that pulse bomb, and Fusion taking this point pretty quick here. They're going to get the Transcendence out of Jonak, actually. Libero coming in with the Dragon Blade, a big one here. Could turn it around, but no, gets denied. And Philadelphia still fighting it out, but now the respawn's coming back. Mano and Jonak both picking up kills, and Carpe on the retreat. So somehow, some way, New York trying to stabilize. It's still on a nice edge, though.
Yeah, Mano's still there, though. They're waiting for the respawns. Libero coming back right now. Fraggy and Poco. There will be about 1-man power play here for the Philadelphia Fusion before Libero can return.
That's the plan. Another stick comes in. Did he get him? Arc, the victim of many pulse bombs today, apparently. Fraggy also grabbing one, too. Jonak will not be 1v1. He wins it against the Carpe. But Fusion still putting more progress onto this point. New York scrambling to try to keep this one alive. And I don't know if I don't know if Jonak can win that one. That's a lot of help to burn through.
I mean, still, this stall has been about 1.5 minutes right now for New York. They've been at a disadvantage this entire time, but they haven't actually given up the cap until right now.
There you have
5:35. Lots of ultimates used, but they maintain
with what EQO is playing. But now he's going to just stick on the Genji this time around. Oh, that's a low health Mano.
Yeah, he's got the Primal Rage.
Going deep. Yeah, Primal Rage has to be used there. He's going to jump right through Dayfly. But he's still going to get focused a little bit. He may be in trouble here. Can he get away? No, he can't. It's still a 1-for-1 trade, and it's going to take longer for Dayfly to get back.
And now EQO's coming back with that Dragon Blade.
Yep, that's
Maybe another opportunity. He's looking right now. Wants to use it if he can. Carpe's going to grab Libero.
All right, that's a big one. Carpe winning that big 1v1. And Philadelphia coming out way on top in this team fight right now. EQO pushed back a little bit for the rest of his team. Still holding strong. Pulse Bomb comes up. Didn't quite get the D-Mech. Meanwhile, EQO, now the Dragon Blade happens. And Arco, he can't get back to the
supports.
So close, but that is a lot of people down for Philly, or for New York, rather.
They may be able to just take this one right here. Only Samuel will be on the point. Everyone else is respawning, but they don't have much wiggle room.
Now that's a sound barrier. Should close out the fight. So yeah, send people in 1v1, but no, they can't keep someone on the point. So 151 left in the clock. Very true. Over on the high ground. Firing down the Fraggy. Arc, meanwhile, trying to defend himself and his tank here. The back lines, they take a break on the point for the moment. They'll have to re-engage again in a moment. Trying to keep Jonak alive. Philadelphia Fusion moving towards that first take, but Jonak with a big pick onto Carpe. Fraggy responds, as does Poco. Sabielby backed up quite a bit, and Philadelphia crushing this fight right now.
Poco gets the kill, so they are going to drag the healers off the point, push them away, and destroy that front line. So Philadelphia looks like they will be getting a third point here. 30 seconds more on the clock and a chance to grab 4 points. Send us even deeper into this Volskaya.
That's right. Well, now it's time to take that momentum and use it. Unfortunately, yeah, that Nano Blade coming out. Libero getting in the back lines. Oh, but EQO right there to save his supports. Big play as Philadelphia storms back onto the point. Now they need to keep pushing this. Poco D-Mech, that doesn't help you too much. Transcendence from Jonak, just a delay. Gonna be into overtime after the Zenyatta ultimate's over. Now EQO waiting for it. Pulls out the Dragon Blade. Got the sound barrier to keep himself healthy, and Philadelphia winning a pretty resounding team fight, but again, the response will be coming in.
Mono is here, he's still in the Primal Rage, Arc on the point, and that'll be EQO falling.
Yeah, that's right, New York trying to just push Philly off the point again in overtime. That bar's gonna drop faster and faster. Poco, D-Mech, Frankie takes his turn to come in, trying to regroup as best they can. Carpe, darting around the outside of the fight, needs to get to that health pack. Has to back away, and they can't quite do it, so.
EQO has a Dragon Blade.
All right, Sabielby getting very aggressive on the supports in the back line. Has to use that recall early. Libero cuts down EQO. Mano falls, though, and now the Transcendence comes in from Fusion. They're going to try to fight it on the point. A little bit later Zen Ultimate from NYXL right now. Sabielby going in. Really would love to have a Pulse Bomb about now. Self-destruct. Poco can't get back in the mech. That could be devastating. Although NYXL without their Zenyatta right now, no Jonak.
Dayfly just got nano boosted.
That's right, yeah, doesn't help too much. Dayfly, bloodthirsty Zenyatta, but there's only so much you can do.
He killed Libero during the Dragon Blade. I guess you can't argue with that, Doa.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he put it to use. I respect that. Sound barrier from Arc, wow. New York just getting desperate here, man, to clean off the last members of Philly off this point.
Now, they had to use everything, though, so even though the nano boost looked a bit rough, it does actually end up having value, forcing them to push.
That's right, Carpe in the back lines. Once again, self-destruct getting used. Transcendence for Jonak, that's a Pulse Bomb. Meanwhile, Libero comes in, he's getting a lot with that Dragon Blade right now. On the point, gets 2 already. Push back, gets the health pack though, and it's all New York. Looks like they might be able to take it right here. That is it. And NYXL comes in, and finally, a Dragon Blade comes together for Libero, and that will win them the map.
I don't think it was a good idea for Fusion to use their Transcendence that far in Philadelphia. Slow push, wait until the control point unlocks, otherwise you're just getting Dayfly up. But unfortunately, Dayfly will fall just before he gets that Coalescence.
Now, with Philadelphia all grouped up, and that's going to be the cue for New York to try to take advantage of that. Lots of damage being done. New York almost flipping the point back already themselves. They do flip it, so just like that, they muscle their way onto the point.
Knowing how to cycle onto the point is one of the biggest skills you need to be a top-level Overwatch team, squeezing every single second or percent out of an objective.
Speaking of percent, 99 for New York right now. We're into OT. Dayfly down early on. Meko trying to defend as best he can. They've got Philadelphia Fusion a little bit split there. And yeah, no more supports, no more healing for Philly. And they are in big, big trouble. That should be about it, yeah.
Fraggy's gonna fall, and that's gonna be the last one on the point. Dayfly cannot get there.
And New York Excelsior taking round number 1. Had to bring it back a little bit there. Oh, whoa, okay, he had the charge. I was worried there for a second, but he was able to get out. Now getting the back lines. And Meko, the one who gets booped off by Neptuno. That's super aggro support. Neptuno striking back again, and it's going to be New York, though, taking the point first. Sabielby cleaning house with that Widowmaker.
Unfortunately, that one kill couldn't offset a lot of single target pick that you've got here from New York.
Yep, oh, Mano down. All right, it's a big shield out of the way. Philadelphia with a chance here to fight with a man advantage.
Libero has the rip tire. It is deployed onto the field right now. He's waiting for the commitment.
Whoa, gets low, but he gets fraggy before it goes down. Jonak on the point as well. Now the Transcendence comes out. Arc went ahead and popped his Valkyrie too, so a lot being committed to this. Oh, but there's a boop again. Neptuno strikes one more time. And Philadelphia with a great start here. Good by Mono. This fight really going the way of the Fusion.
Yeah, and they used both support ults on the New York side for that fight. Meko
trying to keep everybody alive. Arc taking a lot of damage, and now Carpe with that bomb maybe could do it. Libero really low here. He needs some healing.
And now the tactical visor coming through. They can't finish off Libero, so Carpe's still trying to harass from the flank, but he's not going to be able to deal with his EQO. Needs to be huge with this Dragon Blade.
He can put this one to bed right now. 99% for Philadelphia Fusion. EQO gets one kill anyway. On to Sabiel B. Now just trying to chase away the last members of NYXL. Meko popped out of the mech, taken out as well. He's not going to live. There we go. Overtime ticking. Arc dives in to try to delay. He's got Mano there as well with the Primal Rage. Mano with an opportunity now to make a big play, but the sound barrier comes in from Neptuno one more time. Dayfly grabs a kill, and I think that's it for New York. No, they get back there one more time, and overtime ticks too fast. And we are tied up here on Nepal.
Great job exploiting some mistakes from the Excelsior.
Cooper on the side finds Jonak very, very low. Recalls, he saw Jonak turn. That's a scary thing to think about. Philadelphia has the point halfway captured so far. New York needs to win a fight here. Maybe with that D-Mech they can do it, but no, Philadelphia will get the control percent going early, but the fight's still going. Sabiel B drops, so they get the support ultimate out of Neptuno, but Philadelphia just goes ahead and backs away. New York onto the point right now. Philadelphia is still gaining percentage, obviously.
That was a big commitment, and Dayfly caught out at the start, so they found themselves without that Transcendence, and now New York gonna turn it back.
Hey, it's just like Village again. New York didn't necessarily kill everybody on.
And that ult battle may have turned this tide of this entire map, Doa. If EQO had been able to get the kill onto Libero with the Dragon Blade, instead the tactical visor does its work.
Yeah.
And New York able to repel the Fusion once again. It's do or die here, and Fusion doesn't have a lot. They've got to get that Transcendence.
99% for New York Excelsior. It's overtime. Sabiel B coming in the back lines, trying to finish off Dayfly. Oh, but Dayfly gets the kill anyway. Libero soon for revenge, though. And Fraggy low again. Libero trying to protect his back line, looking for Eco. Knows that Eco may have a bit, but no. Now the Genji down on the side of the Philadelphia Fusion, and New York Excelsior coming out on top here. That's going to be a D-Mech onto Poco. Gonna go ahead and use that self-destruct. Can they get him before he remechs? Yes, they can. Meko with another kill there, and the respawns can't get there fast enough. That's going to be New York Excelsior winning a second close map in a row.
This has been a very exciting series so far, and we know
throws it in as Philadelphia retreats back into the hotel. That was the idea. They wanted to force him back
now. Carpe's down. He gets sniped out by Sabiel. Sabiel also takes out Neptuno.
Yeah, and Libero just giving chase. He's got that scatter arrow. Doesn't need to use it. And it looks like they may be able to get a kill here as they go up, but no, they don't even need it. That's going to be point A.
It's so hard to defend against that with the composition that Philadelphia used. Not only are you trying to cover for two snipers to be utilized, but
oh, Sabiel B gets Dayfly. Another snipe coming in from the Widowmaker. Dayfly picked off, and Janus finds Carpe. That Primal Rage being put to work. Meanwhile, Jonak loading up the orbs, takes a big chunk out of Fraggy, puts the Orb of Discord on him, and now Libero just, oh, that's not something you want to turn around and see. Oh boy.
Unfortunately, Doa is just too late. They lost too many members before executing the combo, and they only got one because the Transcendence saved Jonak while he was in the Graviton. So that actually doesn't work out very well for Philadelphia as they commit.
Even leave spawn for a little while. Meko waiting for that self-destruct. Maybe time pretty soon here as they try to finish this one off. Oh, Carpe does win the duel with the Widowmaker onto Sabiel B. New York losing a few people here and there.
They are, but they don't get anything out of the self-destruct. Meko trying to make this work, wants to kill the support. Transcendence down for New York.
Yeah, that's right, keeping everybody alive. Now Carpe and Dayfly, the only ones on the point, but they should be able to delay it long enough, maybe for the respawns to come in. Dayfly down, can they stop them? No! And New York gets there pretty quick.
Commit to the point. EQO is going to try and fish for a hook on the flank.
That's the plan. His hooks have been pretty good. He's been very choosy about when he uses them.
Carpe is on the backside.
Oh,
Beautiful
man.
play from Carpe.
Man, Samuel had no idea he was right there, and Carpe took advantage of it big time. One tick already for the Philadelphia Fusion as Carpe falls back. But it's orange all over the point right now. And I don't know if New York can do a lot to stop this.
That is such a bold play from Carpe. You love to see playmaking ability like that.
Yeah.
Supports are trying not to get picked off as they walk past the window. Both Jonak and going to self-destruct to zone out the supports and make sure he remexes. They need to make this push work.
Well, yeah, they're dedicating the sound barrier to it. They want to win a fight pretty resoundingly here. And New York could still delay. Meko comes in onto the payload, only 2 meters remaining to the end of point B for Philly. They're so close, but so far with the amount of people New York has there, but now no tanks. They cut through New York in the end, and that'll finally be point B, but only about 2 minutes for Philadelphia to push this the rest of the way. Maybe with the kills Eco's getting, they can get the payload far enough. That was a pretty clean, and New York being so cautious right now. Letting Philly get a little bit more difference, or distance rather. Transcendence comes in. EQO waiting out. The ultimate here, Libero and Arco down. The dive working so far for Philadelphia. Transcendence a bit late on the New York side. Jonak not getting it. Oh, nearly pooped off the edge. Doesn't matter though. He's gonna get cut down almost instantly by Poco. And whoa, Philly winning this team fight pretty handily. These respawns, I think EQ's going to deal with these pretty well. Yep, that's going to be it. Philadelphia finishes it. Not quite as much time in the time bank, but they get the job done.
Yeah, they definitely get it in the end. EQO pays for New York to play against because they can't stay in sight, but with the Moira, Diva, and Reinhardt, nor can they really stay on the point. Yeah, Carpe now on the Hanzo.
Janice down already, EQO. Maybe with a hook there to bring him in. New York missing one of their tanks at the moment. One tick already for Philadelphia Fusion. Carpe untouched here as he swapped over to that Hanzo. Now he has to watch out for Samuel B. Samuel B trying to duck and weave, but the rest of his team getting taken out so quickly. No long range shot, but it doesn't matter. Philadelphia Fusion gets the payload rolling almost.
Low HP, fragile composition, so unless you cycle on the point perfectly,
oh,
win that. However, Carpe caught out.
Yeah, Sable be able to move quick, take him down with the help of the rest of the team. Now the Riptire coming in. Libero, if he can push people off, he can end it right there. They get Neptuno. New York looking like they don't want to let this payload move very far at all. Whoa, big pulse bomb comes in onto EQO overtime. Again, expiring so quickly, you can't leave the payload, not even for an instant. Self-destruct comes in, goodbye Poco, and goodbye push for Philadelphia. They took point A, which is really important.
Yeah, I think this would probably be better if you saw a Reinhardt on the side of New York so you could take the point.
All right, Jonak down. That's a good start for Philadelphia, but they got to keep the momentum up. And that's going to be tough with Dayfly out of the way again. You just can't do anything against this Pharah. Libero having a field day here.
Fraggy get bounced towards the members of New York, trying to get into that hotel, will escape and try and charge out.
You have to try to back up. You have to try to get yourself in a position now to fight that defense right at the choke here, because you're not going to be able to stop New York from taking point A. And now they still have 2.5 minutes actually in. We'll see what he can do. Trying to get in the back lines there. There's a Coalescence, takes on Neptuno anyway. Barrage right onto Dayfly. Oh, why not though? Little bit of defensive matrix, sucks up some of that ultimate, but the DMAC comes in onto Poco anyway, then the delete as well. So Libero gets 3 if you include the DMAC, and that may end not just the map, but also the series. New York gonna take this one with 3 maps won already out of 4.
I should say.
Well, you are defending against what Sober can do on defense. It's a defending defense. I don't know. Coalescence coming from New York now, but there's the EMP from EQO. Can he take advantage of it? The team needs to follow this one up again. Meko gonna get hacked. They can see he's got the ultimate. Can't use it because of the hack though. And New York still finding the kills in this fight anyway.
And that was a good job by Jonak to preempt the EMP. He used Coalescence before EQO could get in position.
Right.
They knew.
Libero looking to grow a pretty flower of death. A blossom of death, if you will. You don't want to do it when there's a diva around. Oh, EQO taking out Mono, just walks in.
And there's the
and
EMP
eliminates
gone.
him. No
Mono's
kidding.
just free flanking on them right now.
Yeah, that's right. Philadelphia has to use the sound barrier. Meanwhile, Mono still goes back, takes down Dayfly as well. Finally getting back to the payload, but he's already done plenty of work there, and Sabi will be ready to pick up any slack that's remaining, and that's going to be an
some damage, you get some movement on the payload. That's exactly what they did.
hard to assume that, but with Jonak, you never know. Mono getting a little bit too deep too fast. It does get the Transcendence out from Dayfly. Philadelphia Fusion committing to this fight in a big way. Mono jetting his way to freedom, he hopes. And a Transcendence from Jonak. They're going to come back in again, but EQO still on the payload. It's going to be very tough to dislodge him. Although, with all those kills coming in, maybe they can. Libero looking for a bit more. Charges right into the coalescence.
I would do that.
No, you do not want to go into that, man. That is a big beam of death. Libero. EQO can't survive, though. Now Fraggy bit on his own. Self-destruct comes in.
Nobody's
and
on the
kills
point. The self-destruct
for the finisher.
Yeah, Libero coming back in now, so all 6 members now back on the defense for the Excel.
Right.
Mono is sneaking around the backside with a Primal Rage. Okay, no, he's not going to do anything crazy. It looked like he might for a second.
Oh, there's a stick. Somehow, some way. No, Dayfly pops that Transcendence. That's right. And Fraggy forced to use the Primal Rage as well. Carpe looking for victims. Oh, but no. Mano comes in, gets flashbanged immediately. Carpe has to retreat. But Fraggy gets a kill into Arc in the meanwhile. Philadelphia Fusion putting themselves on track to take point A here.
Excellent Primal Rage from Fraggy. Got into the corridor with both of the Excel supports and killed Jonak and Arc.
Yeah, whoa! Our Carpe finds a kill on the Sabiel beat. Self-destruct comes in. They should be able to avoid that one. Back onto the payload. Fusion heading.
There it is. Hack onto 2. Only Poco and EQO, though. That's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, they didn't have a lot of people from New York there to really take advantage of that EMP, so that's going to be point B taken for Philly. And they do have 2 minutes left here to try to finish the map.
I do understand why they switched it up.
There's a dead eye. Carpe, no shot. Gets around the corner just in time. Mono out of range.
Now the attack lines are coming in, but it's going into a Transcendence and a barrier.
Yeah, but Poco's still getting low. Oh, but lower still is Libero. They're trying to hold, and now it's just about the scramble with the respawns, but that is going to be a big sound barrier from Arc. He got a few people with that one, but Philadelphia is still coming in with a couple kills.
Mono's here on the May just to delay as much as he can. Libero wants to play the Roadhog, can even get to the point in time. He's going to get stunned.
Well,
he still makes it.
Can they get it done before overtime? That's the question here. There goes Libero. 3 seconds left. Can they get it there?
Yes, they can.
Oh!
Poco will boop Meko off. So a minute now.
Yeah, this is it. That's the EMP, the ultimate use. Poco demacked almost immediately. Carpe needs to hit some huge shots here if they want to stay in it. Both Divas out of the mechs right now. Overtime expiring. They got to stay on the payload. New York just biding their time, waiting until that bar will expire quicker before really re-engaging here.
And that'll boost onto the Winston. Another support down, but Libero also taken out. Dayfly will be resurrected.
Yeah, great res from Neptuno, finding the time to go in there and bring his Zenyatta back. That could be crucial here as Philadelphia continues to push forward. They have won this fight.
Oh, that was really good from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They waited for the EMP. The EMP only hit the tank line of the
ultimate. Oh, but Sabiel comes in, takes out EQO. Philadelphia, they gotta stay on the payload right now. Fraggy, he manages to find a few victims here with this Primal Rage. Now going deep to try to handle the supports for NYXL. Who's on the payload? That's the question here. Jonak coming back in. They've got Poco, but there's the DMAC with that pulse bomb rather. EQO falls, it's so close. Goodbye, Poco. Neptuno there. They get Carpe, and that is it. So, a big deal for And now, 30 seconds left for New York Excelsior. They've got a lot of work to get done.
Ultimate is almost ready.
Carpe up on the high ground. It's all about finishing him off. Carpe turns around. Mano falls early. That could be it. They need Mano there. Without that Winston, New York can have a very tough time. They're going to go into the Transcendence, but Dayfly has his as well. There goes Libero. Deadeye from Carpe now. Can he get a kill? No, they get out of range, but doesn't matter. He can't get kills with it because everyone on New York is dead. Overtime expires, and Philadelphia Fusion will at least come away with a map win here on Route 66.
Excellent map from both of these teams. Philadelphia finding the answer. A lot of it was Carpe having a star-level performance on the McCree.
That's right. So despite it being a 3-1 victory win for the New York Excelsior, it was a close match.